Oh, hey, Mr. Donkey, just go ahead. Just walk on past. Thanks. Good morning. Are you ready for another day of photo adventures? Today will be kind of half and half. I'll be taking pictures for the first little bit, and then I'm going to make it to WPPI and start hanging out with people. I am 30 miles from the Valley of Fire, so I need to run and get there. I don't know what's going on with this daylight savings thing. Alright, so here's the deal. I just looked at my sunrise app, and it says that sunrise was already supposed to be like 5-6 minutes ago. And that blue hour started like an hour ago. Hot dang, no wonder I haven't been to this park before. $10? That's crazy talk. Not for a state. I mean, there's other parks I've been to that is $20, but for a state park that I'm only planning on being here for part of the day, it seems a little steep. I guess if you're gonna come to this park, you probably should plan for a full entire day, sunrise to sunset. Don't do what I'm doing, just coming for a little bit. But anyways, I'll put my money in here. All $10. Ripping off the thingamabobber. Putting it in the little holy mabobber. Alright, well this is what the Valley of Fire looks like. And right now, I am at this particular location, which is called Rainbow Vista. In this particular spot, I was here, just got here at sunrise and saw the great vista, and I thought, can't pass this up. It may be better, but I know that this is going to be good at least. And it's pretty easy to find. There's no hike. It's just a second from the car. It's one of those easy spots. And there is a random dog in the road. I'm not sure what this is about. And he looks happy. And like a nice dog. Doesn't look like a wild dog. I don't know what that's all about. Now I'm wondering about that dog. Like, he came running back here. There's no other cars in sight. And I'm like, all worried. Mr. Doggy, where's your parents at? Alright, hey, look at this. I found a cool spot. Remember Harry from yesterday? Harry told me to find parking lot number 3. So here we are at parking lot number 3. Told me to go across the road from the parking lot. So that had me over there. Go there for like a mile hike. And he said it's really good, but I don't know. I'm interested in a big hike. I'm so lazy. So lazy. But this looks really nice over here. So we've got some nice leading lines to that little peak right there, which I was just getting with my phone. For some reason, I really like shooting with this phone. I know I've said this probably in videos past, but maybe you're just joining me. I really like shooting with this Galaxy Note 2. I was just walking around and thinking, you guys probably might be interested. Here's what happened on last trip. I got the nice tripod and I started doing a little more tripod stuff. And I had a lens that wasn't really focusing very correctly. It's since been fixed. And what happened is that I started to focus in manual a lot. And I stuck with it. Like, I'm still focusing in manual. I'm like, man, I trust my eyes a little bit more. Especially with this rock where there's so many different, I don't know what it is. Like, is it the contrast levels or the crazy lighting and stuff like that out there? But I don't really trust my camera. And I know that the manual says that when there are, in different situations, the autofocus doesn't really function very well. So maybe I'm just always manually focusing in those situations. But and I've been zooming in, full zoom in, focus, and then leave it on that focus, and then I'll zoom out and get good pictures that way. Just thought it was interesting that, you spend so much money on these fancy cameras, and then you go to, or fancy lenses, I should say, and then you go to manual focus. gosh. Oh, you won't believe this. Seriously, this is ridiculous. Okay, here's the story. Whew. I start flying over here. I walk over, you know, that's why I initialize. I walk over there. I'm doing pictures, so I'm taking it up. And, oh, this is too much. Sorry. Okay, so it's up pretty high. I'm getting to the point where it's about out of batteries. So I need to bring it back, but then, I don't know, I look somewhere else, it's gone. I can't even see it. Where is it? I knew it was pretty high, but it must have descended really fast. I was like, I tore off my sunglasses. I was like, I can't see it, tore off my hat. And I was like, where is it? And I'm like, it's down there. It's down there next to the rocks. Oh my gosh, it's gonna, I'm like, okay, put it into GPS home lock and push backwards, and it won't come back. What's going on? It's not coming back. Do I turn it off? Do I turn it off, put it into home lock? Do I put it into home lock? I mean, do I put it into return to home by turning off the transmitter? What's going on? Oh my gosh. And it's a huge, vast wasteland. Not wasteland, but you know, like how am I gonna find that? And I'm just like, screw it, turn it off. It's not doing anything. What's going on? And so I run back to the car. I drive well, I found out now that I was way too far. I searched for 30, 40 minutes. I said myself a little prayer, and I was like, okay, it's Sunday. I probably should be at church. I get this thing, I'm headed to church. And I was like, okay, I need to go back to the location. You know, there's no way. What happened is probably the wind just caught it. It's a pretty tough wind here. And there's another guy down there. I was like, hey, if you see it, let me know where it's at. You know, let me know. And I'm just like, it's crashed. It's broken to 100 pieces, but at least I can get the GoPro back. And so I come back here. I was like, yeah, I'm searching way in the wrong region. I'm sure of it. Like, I was over there, and there's no way I could have seen the place where I was searching. Like, that wasn't even in, but I was like, well, maybe it drifted. Yeah, I did see a road. I don't know. Okay, so I drive back to parking lot number 3 to see if I could find it. I know it's probably going to take hours, and sorry, it's windy right now. How am I ever going to find it? So I pull up, and oh, well, there's some people hiking. I wanted to talk to them, so I follow them up, hoping that they parked here. And guess what? Haven't even touched it. Here it is. On the ground. And this guy is the one that helped me. The return to home really works. I'm not kidding you. It returned home against all that wind. I turned off the transmitter and I was like, it wasn't coming back, but it must have came back while I was gone.
Those quads are pretty stable. Pretty stable.
But I had it in home lock and I was pushing back and it wasn't coming back. And I was like, so I turned off the transmitter.
Yeah.
And I thought, there's no way it's coming back. There's no way, that much wind. And it was sitting exactly where I took it off, not in 100 pieces. Not broken up, sitting right where I took it off.
They are stable.
Yep. Isn't that incredible? Yeah, it was way past that rock. That far.
Lighter colored one. Yep.
The one that's, the tip is red and the rest is white over there. That one right there.
Well, that's not too far down there, but a little bit rugged. I walked down through that canyon.
Yeah. Okay, I'm humbled. I'm humbled as far as I need to be a little more glad that didn't happen in Zion when I was when there was no GPS reception.
Yep.
That would have been insane. Alright, I just can't believe that I lost that quadcopter way up there in the, so far away, I could barely see it. And I finally found it in the air and it wouldn't come back. And I went running to search for it, went way too far, searched in the wrong area, came back to check which rock features it really was, and it was sitting right where I put it down to initialize it. Right where I took it off. Ugh, that's so crazy. Okay, so part of my prayer for help was I find this thing, I'm taking off to church. So that's it for Valley of Fire for me. Guess where I'm headed. Well, it's time to leave. It was a pretty nice little spot though, huh? Valley of Fire. I was initially kind of down on it because of it costing $10. I was like, what's the deal with that? Like, national parks can charge $10, but they're like crazy amazing, you know, and they've got a lot going on, and they got a lot of park rangers, and this place probably has like no park range, like one, whatever, I don't know, and one building, that's the building. I don't know, it left a bad taste in my mouth. And then all the signs are like, day use only, no sunrise to sunset. Alright, I'll save you, put a hat back on. Day use only, sunrise to sunset. And I'm like, what? $10 and I can't shoot at night? But, you know, it grew on me, and it's not like $10 is tons. Like, you spend more than that on like a meal. But that's not the point. The point is, it's comparative. Maybe the issue is that they are actually paying for themselves with this money, and national parks are very subsidized. So maybe the problem is national parks shouldn't like start screwing up the value of what people should actually be paying. Maybe they should actually be paying a lot more to go into these parks, and national parks are screwing up that amount. I'm not sure, just thoughts on that. But for what it is, I still think it's a bit expensive. It's like, oh yeah, it's beautiful and everything, but it's still expensive comparatively. I know, you want an update. Here's the thing, I went to church, and then I worked on the vlog, and did a couple other things with my files, and now look where I'm at. I'm at the MGM, getting ready for WPPI, starts tomorrow. Well, there's some stuff today, but I don't go to as much of the training stuff as I do just for the socialization and the trade show stuff. So if you look down there, MGM, that's where I've been staying the last few years. I'm not staying there this time. And then you'd have to walk like 20 minutes from there all the way over into here. But the South Park, I never realized that you're pretty much just right across the street. That's like super handy. It's fun. Hi, how's it going? Cool. Sparkly!
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you guys had a great night tonight. How y'all doing? Be safe in Las Vegas tonight. Remember, if you're going to be bad, be very good at it. Have a great night, everybody.
And the party is over. Over 10 o'clock, because that's how late people party in Las Vegas. In case you didn't know that, everything dies down at 10 o'clock in Las Vegas. True story.